Stop everything you're doing right now because we need to buy some cards. This is an emergency video brought to you by the Ragamuffin man telling you that there are cards to buy quick before they're gone. Do you play heroes such as Reinar, Doranthea, or Levia? Jank, sell those decks, sell your car, sell your house. We need to get funds up quick. The prices of cards are rising and it's because of a buyout. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the buyout that's currently happening on, well, Card Market, TCG Player, all online card selling marketplaces. And we're going to see whether or not this is just some people being afraid of price changes on cards, or whether or not something more sinister is at play and people are trying to buy out our favorite card game. Anyways, before we get into the video, please consider subscribing to this channel. I make all sorts of Flesh and Blood videos, including news, reviews, deck techs, just all things Flesh and Blood, so make sure to get subscribed to stay up to date. Anyways, let's get into the video. So on Twitter recently, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you could do so on the little link that's on screen right now. I post a lot of memes pretty much. On Twitter recently, there's been a lot of talk about a potential buyout in Flesh and Blood cards. Now personally, I think a buyout is defined as more than 3 people buying the same card within a week, but people are convinced that there is a buyout happening on Flesh and Blood where lots of high-priced cards that people would be buying for seemingly no reason are starting to move, and so because of this, prices are starting to rise. Personally, spoilers, I do not think that this is a buyout, and I'm going to give some examples and I'm going to talk about some possible reasons why these prices are actually starting to rise. But yeah, buyout hype is sort of like a yearly-ish thing these days. So the first rumblings that I saw on Twitter that there was a buyout happening was whenever cards such as Shyana, Surgical Extraction, and Mask of Momentum started going up on price on TCG Player. Apparently the price of these cards was just becoming unacceptable for your regular buyer, and so therefore a buyout was called. After this, nearly every day I saw another card being posted on Twitter with the caption reading something like, "This is proof of a buyout. This is the next target for the buyout. The Shadow Cabal of Flesh and Blood players are buyouting the card." And honestly, all of these things can be explained by one simple point. There is a new set coming out with support for new heroes. It's just that simple. I mean, Surgical Extraction was confirmed to have been short printed, and again, well done LSS, confirmed that they are reprinting the card exactly even with its Dynasty set number in the upcoming like Dusk Till Dawn multi-set, I don't know what they're called, supplemental set, there you go, words escape me this day. And so because this card was short printed, it kind of commanded a higher price anyway, just because it was by definition of the short print more rare. However, because we're going into Outsiders now, which has support for Assassins, obviously Surgical Extraction is going to be going up in price because people are excited to play the new class and they want to have the key pieces so that they can play competitively. Next was Shyana. Again, we've got new specializations coming on, and pretty much nearly every set that introduces new specializations, especially for brand new heroes, Shyana seems to creep up in price. I remember buying a Shyana for about half of what it's worth now. However, at the time there were only half as many heroes. But yeah, it just seems that with every new hero we get new specializations, and so Shyana rises in price. It will happen in the next non-supplementary set, and yeah, people will probably cry buyout then as well. Next is Mask of Momentum. Again, a key legendary piece in all ninja decks pretty much, and if you are playing ninja, you're going wide, you're ruining my day, and you're probably going to be drawing cards from Mask of Momentum. So every single time that a ninja supported set comes out, Mask of Momentum goes up in price.
But Ragamuffin man, those aren't the only cards that are going up in price. There's proof of a buyout because people are buying Bolton cards, and no one would ever buy Bolton cards.
You are correct, and while people normally don't buy Bolton cards, we do have the announcement of the upcoming Dusk Till Dawn set, which will have new light and shadow heroes introduced. We're going to be bringing back Light Illusionist, we're going to be bringing back Shadow Runeblade, and yeah, it means that we're obviously going to have new light and new shadow cards as well, and so we are seeing movement on light and shadow cards. Crazy how that works, isn't it? Cards such as Spirit of Arena and Invoke Soraya have been going way up in price recently. And I think that this is purely down to the fact that Dusk Till Dawn is going to have light cards in the set. People are grabbing these now because if Dusk Till Dawn has some new light cards that make Boltyn actually viable, then everyone's going to want to have the key legendary pieces and be happy that they didn't pay an arm and a leg for them. Now, there is some reason to believe that this could be the case, and that's why people are getting in early. Case in point, Stormstriders and Skullbone Crosswrap. Now, I was lucky enough to get into the game whenever Welcome to Wrath Unlimited launched, so that was around the time that, like, just before Monarch came out, so, I mean, we really just had, like, the core 8 heroes, plus all the Blitz ones that Crucible of War brought out. The two legendaries that didn't do very well were Skullbone Crosswraps and Stormstriders. I remember at the time, they were like $30 or something per card. No one wanted them, no one was playing Kano seriously, no one was playing Azalea at all. So Skullbone Crosswrap was like $30, Stormstriders was maybe like $40. As I say, nobody really wanted them. However, as time went on and Kano started seeing more and more play, the price started to creep up slowly, and then when Iyslander was announced, bang! It went up in price, people cried buyout. Oh my goodness, it's nuts. It's just because Iyslander came out, the piece became more of a key piece in more decks, Kano was seeing more play, Iyslander was now something that was actually dominating tables. Of course, Stormstriders was going to go up in price. Skullbone Crosswrap, however, is only seeing that resurgence now because people are starting to see its value in Azalea. Back whenever it first came out, Azalea was seen as a meme hero, a failed experiment that no one cared about. It was never going to get love and legend points, no one was ever going to take it seriously, and so the key Ranger headpiece just went way down in price. No one wanted it. Then we got New Horizons, the Ranger double arsenal piece in Tales of Aria. Everyone wanted that because it made way more sense for Lexi to use that. Again, no one was playing Azalea. And so then we had a replacement Ranger legendary headpiece. The old one was worth absolutely nothing, and now it's up there respectable, like $80 or $90 to get yourself a Skullbone Crosswrap, mainly just because Outsiders is going to see more support for Azalea and people are taking the hero more seriously. So in a nutshell, no, this is not a buyout. I don't believe for a second that there is some shadowy group of people out there trying to control the flesh and blood market by buying up key pieces so that they can resell them back at 1,000 times the price later. Obviously, some people are speculating on certain cards. That's always going to be something in a collectible market. However, for the most part, I still believe that this is a player-driven game. Like, we're not seeing people out there trying to do a buyout on Rhinar cards. We're not seeing people out there trying to buy up all of the Visiuratronic headpieces for Mechanologist. Yeah, this is literally just a player-driven market doing what it does best, and that is players buying cards for the upcoming sets. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and consider getting subscribed. If you agree or disagree with anything that I said in this video, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm pretty active in the comment section, or if the comment section isn't your thing, I'm always super active posting silly memes over on Twitter, so head over there and you can get in touch with me that way. Anyways, thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.